Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I am very happy to have Barbara and Ellie here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. You guys are from, so it's called Hyatt Centric.
Hyatt Centric,
which
Park City.
Is rebranded. I didn't know this. I was a little confused. I'm like, where is this Hyatt? It used to be called the Escala.
That's
right?
Correct. Yes.
And you guys rebranded it a few years ago.
About a year and a half ago, we joined the Centric brand. Yeah,
okay.
With Hyatt, and we're very excited to be a part of that brand within the Hyatt family because it truly speaks to who we are, being in the center of our destination.
Well, you definitely are. You're right in the middle of it, as a matter of fact. And this was something else I didn't know, is that you guys are dog friendly.
We are. Ellie is our K9 ambassador, and she came to us at 7 weeks old, and her birthday is Christmas Eve, so her registered name is Princess Noel.
Oh, that's great. That's a great name. And she's a little anxious about something that she sees out there, huh? But she goes everywhere. I didn't know this. She goes on hikes.
She goes on hikes. She goes into, we have some guests that come in for our meetings and conventions groups that will ask to have her join them in their meeting to help elevate the experience there and interact with the meeting attendees. Or we have kids that will come down and ask to take her out for walks or up to their room.
Wow. So she's like a real part of the customer service side
Absolutely.
of things.
She is definitely one of our family members and part of the team, and goes through the same customer service training that all of our Hyatt family members do.
That's pretty neat. And she's not the only dog you're probably going to see over there. That's the whole point. You guys are dog friendly, so there's going to be lots of dogs.
We have lots of dogs that come in, even in the winter, surprisingly. But she gets play dates with the dogs that come into the hotel, and they need exercise, and the owners will come down and ask if they can take her out. And you know, we've got such a great location, slopeside there, that they can run around the mountain and play in the snow, and so they have a lot of fun.
That is really neat. Now, what was the impetus of this idea in the first place? I mean, is this something that Hyatt Brands has done before, or is this a fairly new experiment in Utah?
Well, there are one or two other Hyatt resorts that do have K9 ambassadors. We really wanted to bring an animal into the hotel that could be part of the family. We have a lot of interns that come in during seasonal workers that are away from their home and miss their animals. She's just a great stress reliever, you know, when it's busy season and we're having a busy day. The employees just love coming in and giving her a hug or taking her for a walk, or just elevates everybody's experience.
You can't help but be happy when you're around a happy animal. Yeah, no, it's so true.
Especially not.
And I love the idea that if you're a guest and you want to take Ellie out for a hike, you can. That's got to be fun.
She loves to go out on the trails, yeah.
I bet. She's probably really used to it too. Probably knows the area better than almost anybody.
Yeah, we even have she has a friend that comes to visit that lives in a home above us that is an absolute duplicate of her. His name is Goose, and he comes down to visit with her and play with her during the day sometimes.
Goose, Ellie and Goose.
Yeah.
That's really terrific.
So she's getting well known around the neighborhood as well.
Wow. That is great. So can you share some experiences you've had? I know, I'm sure there's tons, but I'm kind of curious about any that are special that sort of stand out.
Well, I think one of the most heartwarming experiences that we had was a young boy. He was probably 7 years old and had Asperger's syndrome, staying in the hotel, and he asked if he could come down and read a storybook to Ellie. And he came down and spent an hour and a half in our lobby with Ellie, just reading to her. And you could see how much that meant to him and how calm he was reading to her, and Ellie just loved it.
Oh, wow.
So that was definitely one of my #1 heartwarming stories.
That's a standout for sure. Come here, Ellie. Come here.
But we celebrated her birthday on Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus came, and we had a party for her. The kids all came down and opened up presents with her, and so
neat when you're celebrating your birthday on Christmas.
I know.
That's great.
She's truly a member of the family. It's not a scenario where she only comes out certain times of the morning or day.
She's just there all the time.
She's hanging around, and she's there to welcome guests and say hello. And you know, she has her downtime, so we make sure that she gets her downtime in the back, so she has some time to chew on her bone and take a nap. But she's just part of the family, just our family dog.
I love this. You guys have printed this out. That just tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Right on there. Welcome
I like to say
Park City.
It takes a village to raise a puppy.
Definitely. Well, okay. So talk to me about the guest experience there. often have people coming into town that are our friends that we need a place for them to stay. This would be a great place to bring family and friends.
Absolutely.
Kind of make them feel at home.
What's unique about our property is that we range anywhere from deluxe guest rooms up to 4-bedroom residences. So for the multi-generational families, the grandparents, the grandchildren, our 4-bedroom is 2,700 square feet, and they offer full-size kitchens with full-size washer and dryer, living room, dining room area. And we're very excited that we've just completed our renovation in November of this past fall, $6.5 million guest room renovation. And the product and design came out beautiful, really contemporary mountain design, and it's really been received extremely well with our guests this season.
So it sounds terrific.
Yeah.
And then you include that with a great dog to come and help complement your visit, and you're all set.
But for Park City locals, we are going to be launching. Our restaurant is now open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. So starting in June, we're going to launch our locals program, which will be year-round. So unlike some areas where just during the down season, it will be available to locals on a 12-month basis.
Oh, wow, that's terrific. Well, Barbara, I sure appreciate you being here and sharing with us and bringing Ellie. Barbara Dennis, Hyatt Centric, and Ellie, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's just a terrific dog.
Take a hike with us and come visit us.
I think I'd like to do that, and that makes good sense. That is great. You want to go for a hike? Huh?
She's like,
you want to go for a hike? Oh, you bet you do. Perked right up for that. You want to go outside?
Yep.
You bet.
Yep.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for being here.
My pleasure.
If people want more information, where can they go?
They can go to our website, parkcity.centric.hyatt.
That's easy.
We've got all of our new room products, new room pictures on there, and information about the restaurant and all of our specials.
I can't wait to try
Utah
that
resident
restaurant.
rates, yep.
We need to bring that chef over and get him on camera again,
Absolutely.
cooking with us.
We would love that.
So we'll look forward to that. And of course, we'll look forward to a hike with Ellie. You can do that too by going to the Hyatt Centric. Bringing when your friends and family come into town and you're thinking, I don't want to host them. Send them over to the Hyatt. They can take care of everything, make that visit a lot more pleasant. We've got a lot more coming up here in the Mountain Morning Show as we wrap up this hour, and we start the next one right after these messages.